Hey guys, welcome to Relic Fantasy Talks. In this quick episode, I will go through my lineup for game week 70 of Ultimate Champions Euroleague Fantasy. I pre-drafted my team, therefore chose minus 84, because I have built the team before the game week 69 finished, and therefore I utilized some old caps of players like Shingeli had a lower cap, Mike James had a bit bigger actually, but then Nigel Williams-Goss had a lower cap, and so on. As my first center, I have picked Willy Hernán-Gómez from Barcelona, as he has very good cap of 111, and we know that usually he gets much better performances because he is a stats machine. Even if he plays less than Jan Wesley, he gathers his points and rebounds, and therefore ends up with a good scores on Ultimate Champions. And as my second center, I have picked Laurinas Birutis from Žalgiris, and he has a cap of 94, but he is the main center of the team, even if Kavarius Hayes gets more minutes now because of Roland Schmidt's injury. But regardless, Birutis is a tall center, which Monaco might not be able to answer unless we put Mamjay Tech. So let's see if Birutis can get a good score for us. But usually he gets more than 100, so we expect a good game from him. As my first forward, I have Tornike Shengelia from Virtus Bologna. He had a cap lower than 200, which was, I think, around 190 or less. Regardless, I think he's still a good pick because he's the main guy of the Virtus team, and he can easily get performance higher than 200. And as my second forward, I picked Gabriel Deck from Real Madrid, which is a bit of a risky pick because he didn't play, for example, last game he was rested. Last EuroLeague game, of course. In ACB, in the Spanish league, he played and he got some points and rebounds. So let's just hope that he plays because he has a very good cap of 63. And we know that he can get good scores, especially if Real Madrid will be resting other players. I cannot recommend to pick him too much because, again, it's risky. So you guys have to evaluate your own risk, as there is a chance that he might not play if he will be rested again. But I hope that he was rested last week, so he would not be rested and someone else will be rested. But therefore, you have to be careful when picking Real Madrid players because we have secured the first spot in the final standings in EuroLeague. So the first seed for the playoffs, basically. So therefore, we might be resting guys and focusing more on the Spanish league in the meantime. So be careful when picking Real Madrid players. As my first guard and as my captain, I had to pick Mike James because I will go for the first time to Monaco to see the game live against Žalgiris. So hopefully we get to see Mike James in action and hopefully he can get a really good score for us. And also we'll see Jordan Lloyd, but also pick Jordan Lloyd because he has a very good cap and now after injury he seems to be slowly implemented into the team and getting playing time, and for 103 we expect for him to get more than towards 150 score against Žalgiris. And I also picked Scotty Wilbekin, which is a trusted guard who play against Anadolu Efes in the Istanbul derby. Wilbekin usually gets a good scores, and especially in the important games, and Efes also doesn't have too good of a defense. Also picked Nigel Williams-Goss, who seems to be getting into good shape and for the playoffs after the injury, and he will play against Crvena Zvezda in Belgrade. Yes, in Belgrade, in Stark Arena, it's never an easy game, but lately Crvena Zvezda were having injuries in the guard section, and if we are still not fully recovered, like Jago, we started playing, and Teodosic, but still a good potential for Nigel Williams to have a good score. So that's my team for the next game week, unless I would make any last-minute changes if there is any injury reports. So I'll follow up on that before the lock. Otherwise, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.